Hey everybody, welcome to A Culinary Journey. This is the extra special culinary journey. It all started a long time ago when I was born into this world and this woman cooked for me all the time. Yes, that's my mother, and it's Mother's Day, and what better present to give to your mom than to put her on your show and make her cook for you again. Yes, we're going to be cooking some great food, pasta fagioli. We're doing a tortone. This goes back to my grandmother when she used to cook for us, so we'll talk about that. And then we're making bruschetta, which we did at home, and we just do it. We rub the garlic. Oh, I feel like I'm home again. I'm just going to go give her a hug. She'll be on the show in a second. And you know what? I can't wait any longer. So your culinary journey with my mom starts now. Hey everybody, welcome back to A Culinary Journey. You know who that is? That's my mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Hi, you're a little nervous?
Very nervous.
You know what? They're not even watching. Nobody watched.
watching?
I think like 3 people watch the show,
Okay.
so don't worry about it. And we're 2 of them because we watch the DVD. Okay, you, me, and
Oh,
my brother.
okay.
No? Hey, we're gonna
I
be
don't
going
know
back.
that.
We're going as close back to my kitchen as we could when I was growing up. And everybody asked me, where did I learn to cook? Who was the big eater in the family, Ma?
Should I say that,
Yeah,
Luca?
you should. I ate all the time. She cooked, Dad cooked.
And you cleaned the dishes.
I cleaned them.
Eating it.
Eating them, just mopping them up,
That's
right?
right.
Because it wasn't about cooking for me. It was about eating. But I love the family getting together. We eat
Exactly.
Sunday dinners.
Sunday dinners.
Grandpa on one end with a jug of
smoking
wine.
and a jug of wine.
And
Grandma, the other one, yelling at Grandpa.
yelling at Grandpa. Yeah,
Yep.
I remember those days. And it was some of the most fun because actually what I tell everybody here is, you know, the journey is about the food.
Exactly.
You know, and what we memories in the food. And with our household, you know, for special occasion, there was food. For anniversaries, there was food. For
Food.
birthdays, there was food. Funerals,
And an abundance.
food. And it was important.
Important?
One of the most important things. And Sunday afternoons at 2 o'clock, I remember always sitting down. And someone once asked me, what was my favorite dish ever made? You remember what I told them? It's yours. Ready? It's bracciole.
Braccioli with the sauce.
With the sauce, right?
Sausage.
Porcini mushroom risotto.
Risotto, which
And-
I haven't made for you in a long time.
I know.
I apologize.
I'm so glad she said that because I'm going to make her make it for me later. Anyway, but today we're going to do pasta fagioli, which
Pasta
is
fagioli.
we loved pasta fagioli in our house. It's not really a northern Italian dish because we come from northern Italy, from Piemonte, Parma.
From Piemonte,
you
but we make it there. Yes,
you
we
make
do.
it there too.
Yes, we do.
So, but pasta fagioli, and everybody knows it is pasta fazool.
Pasta fagioli.
Pasta fazool.
Yeah.
And basically, it's taking pasta and beans, and there's so many variations of this. I mean, everything from a really dry sauce, almost just the pasta and the beans, to what you're going to make here. So let's get that started. Then we're going to be making tortone. Explain that a little bit, Mom.
Tortone is, in Piemonte we eat polenta. We really love our polenta, which is a cornmeal and just plain water, salt. And we eat it with a stew. Well, I hate to say this, but rabbit stew sounds good. Beef stew.
Rabbit stew is
Oh,
delicious.
because it's a bunny rabbit. Come on.
Oh, we use the older
Anyways,
one.
we eat it together, and whatever's left over, my mother will keep it on the side and make it in the morning as a dessert. Not as a dessert. It's like a little, like a cracker or a cornmeal, fried cornmeal.
Yeah, it's a fried cornmeal.
It's a fried
But
cornmeal
but
with a little of baking powder, the Italian one,
Yeah.
the vanilla flavoring.
Yeah,
Very
and-
simple, very plain, but the kids loved it. And when Grandma made it, it was a big thing.
Yeah. I mean,
Think
we
of
would
it, it was
stand there.
leftovers, but anyways, it was a big, big thing.
I remember when she would cook it, and we'll talk about that a little more later too, but when she would cook it, we'd actually wait there. As soon as it came out
Yeah,
of the
as soon
fry,
as they came out of the fryer,
we would
nice and
sugar.
oily,
Oh,
and but it was good. Sugar, a lot of powdered sugar or sugar.
So we're gonna start with this. Then we're gonna do that. We're gonna do some bruschetta we used to do at
Bruschetta,
home too.
right.
So we're gonna have that with the soup, and then we have dessert,
Yeah.
right? All right. So let's start off we're going to render down our pancetta. Is that the first thing I should
That's
be
the
doing?
first thing you should do. Thank you.
Good. I'm actually
Stop
nervous.
it.
She might
Look,
not.
don't make it burn.
Don't make it burn. Great. I'm in trouble already.
I'm sorry.
Oh, what do I need?
Yes, because Grandma
I need to-
always used to say we have to wear our aprons when we cook.
Okay.
So wear
Do
your
I need
apron.
to?
Show it off. Rovagnati. Tell them what it is.
I have no idea what it is.
Oh, it's a prosciutto. It's a prosciutto cotto. It's a cooked prosciutto that the Italians in the north make, or mostly near Parma.
So if you like
So-
ham, you like prosciutto cotto,
That's
right?
it. So just wear your apron so Grandma won't get mad at me.
All right. No worries.
Yeah.
All right. So we're rendering it down. Do I have to get it crispy, or do I want it just kind of?
I don't like it too crispy.
So is that good?
Because I don't like
Right.
to chew on it when I eat it.
What's next?
Celery,
Celery,
carrots,
carrots.
onions. Put them all together.
Okay.
Don't exaggerate.
Don't.
Do it right, okay?
Sorry.
All right.
Okay, you took too many cues from everybody else to say they
Okay.
yell at me. So don't.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm just telling you the way I do
Yeah,
it.
Ma, would I salt and pepper this right now, or do you want to wait a little bit? while it
I
kinda
wait a
sweats
little
down?
while longer. I salt and pepper when I add all my other spices in it.
Do you?
Let it cook
Okay.
a little bit.
All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna let that kind of sweat down.
Sweat it down.
How long does it usually take to do a pasta fagioli?
Good. I like it cooked. I like the pasta to penetrate inside. I like it to make it like a meal in itself.
So when you have it, and then you could add on some parmigiano and some.
Of course.
Yummy.
Oh,
All right. So we're gonna let this sweat down. But this would be the start if you're doing any soup, right?
any kind of soup. Well, I'm not crazy
Well-
with certain soups for carrots, but this is what it needs is the carrots basted.
So that was our mirepoix vegetables, where we have celery, carrots, and onions. So the first three things we want to get in there. We have the pancetta. Now the pancetta actually creates its own fat, so it's kind of just enveloping on top of all the other flavors into the
Exactly.
vegetables, and we're sweating that down. What do we do next, Mom?
Okay, a little.
Do we do beans yet? Beans not yet?
No.
No, okay.
Stop it. Okay.
I'm in
Some
trouble.
marinara sauce.
Little marinara sauce.
Or
okay.
just plain tomatoes, crushed tomatoes. I like the marinara sauce because it already has some flavors in it.
Right.
And this is Luca's marinara sauce, so it has to be good. It has to.
If it's not, I'm in trouble. What else?
Okay.
You got pesto
Now,
over there. Do I want to use that?
Not
at all?
yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Okay. You could put some salt and pepper,
Yes.
oregano,
I used to know how to
basil,
cook until this show came out. Bay leaves.
bay leaves,
What's this?
oregano,
Oregano? Okay, I
basil.
gotta
I don't know
score.
which is one. No, that's oregano.
That's the oregano.
That's oregano.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Good.
All
We're
right.
okay. We're okay. Everything's
Are we
good.
okay?
I'm scared, but we're okay.
All right.
You
can put
got
some
nervous
salt and
before
pepper
the
in
show.
it?
Yeah. No. Did I
Could
do
you
salt and
lower
pepper?
that a little bit?
Lower it too high?
Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Still have to teach you?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
So you know what? People do ask me all the time where I get my inspiration from cooking. I mean, when I went to school, I didn't realize, I was going to be doing the whole chef thing as a little higher, as much. Thank you.
Sorry.
But when people say, where do you get, oh, you went to this, you got taught at school. Actually, all my teaching came from this woman here, my dad, and
okay.
Dad could cook.
Yes,
I mean,
Dad
Dad could
could
really
cook. He's
cook.
cooked.
Yeah.
He did.
between
He
you
taught
and-
me how to cook.
Yeah, you and my dad, you taught me all the best. We do have a story about Grandma, though. She wasn't the
That
best
she-
Italian cook in the
No,
world.
you're going to say that in the air. Sorry, Grandma.
Okay, but she wasn't the best Italian cook in the world. But she made some good food.
Yes,
So was
she
the
did.
ravioli.
Raviolis, her soups were awesome.
She made the passato.
Passato di verdura.
Oh,
right.
we used to make a vegetable soup. My grandmother used to make a vegetable soup. Everything could possibly go in there. Cook it all
Leftovers.
down, and then she would pass it through a food mill.
Exactly.
and
so
it
it
would
comes
be-
out nice and creamy. And Luca, you used to love
I used to
that.
love that soup. Put a lot of cheese on it. I'm ready to go. Where am I going next, Ma? We got our tomato in here. We got our bay leaves. What else?
No pesto.
Little pesto.
About one.
One of these?
Yeah.
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 Better. Okay. You can
No,
see
no,
how
you're
the
gonna put
recipes
some-
work in our family. What?
No, I'm gonna put the rest on the pasta.
Oh, okay. Put the rest on the pasta. Okay. I don't know what
Okay.
that means, but we'll find out.
Alrighty.
This is actually the first time I'm making it with her, and this is pretty cool, actually.
Does
All
it
right,
smell
so
good?
It smells delicious. It's absolutely wonderful. Okay.
For me.
They're
Okay.
interrupting us. What are we doing next?
Okay.
No beans yet?
Broth.
Okay. No beans
The
yet.
beans are already cooked.
Yeah, I know that, but I just thought you put them in earlier so they get more flavor. I don't know. What do I
No,
know?
just put the broth.
What do I know? The only
Now you can put your beans.
the one oh, thank you. Thanks for letting me do that.
And that's it. Then you let it cook a little bit, simmer.
So we're going to let this simmer for about an hour?
No, about a half an hour.
About
But
a half an
once
hour?
it comes to a boil, it's a half an hour from the boiling point.
All right, so we're going to let this simmer for about a half an hour. We're going to let that keep going. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to get ready to do our tortone and let that simmer. Then we're going to add the pasta to that near the end. We'll make a bruschetta. Good to go. Is there anything else you need to add for right now? No, pasta's later on.
No, pasta's
Can you
later
do this a day in advance?
The best part is doing it a day in advance.
Okay.
It just accumulates all the flavors of whatever you're putting in.
Yummy.
It's not freshly made where you might get that carrot that might be a little crunchy. So I like it to make it like today for tomorrow.
Okay, today for tomorrow. Well, tomorrow come back and you'll get to taste. No, okay. So we'll make them taste. We made some for you on the side. Hey, listen, we're going to get to the tortone, which is a lot of fun. And then she's going to make me do a lot of work with polenta. So don't go away. Culinary Journey continues in a minute. Hey everybody, we're back on a culinary journey, and my journey continues with my mom. How you doing, Mom?
Hi, sweetie. You're so cute.
I know I am. Thank you. I got a face only a mother could love. There you go.
Oh.
All right. So what we were doing in our first segment, we started our pasta fagioli, right? So we have the beans in there. We have our vegetable, our mirepoix, and we're letting that cook down. You say kind of simmer it for about what do you say? About a half hour. You said, right?
Yeah, at least it
All right.
needs to.
And then we'll just let it sit overnight.
Yeah.
We have one to show them that we did
Yeah, we
yesterday.
did it
You did
overnight.
yesterday.
Okay.
But now we're going to do something from Grandma that, here, I got the oil cooking. Now, we used to eat a lot of polenta, right? Because that's what we did. We're from northern Italy, and polentone, and we would eat polenta. Now, even though I ate a lot, there always seemed to be leftover. I think Grandma did that on purpose. And what she would do with the polenta leftover, didn't she freeze it sometimes if we didn't do it right away?
She would just leave it the way, never frozen, but
No?
sometimes cut it and just fry it and
Just like that.
just like that, and you would eat it as a piece of bread or like a cornmeal, like
Right.
a lot of places do.
So now what she also did, and something that you started doing for us after she passed on, was a tortone.
Tortone.
And tortone is taking, this is baking soda and vanilla?
This is Italian baking soda with
Baking powder or baking soda?
bacon.
Did you forget now? I forgot to.
No, it's lievitato, so it's baking powder.
Baking powder. Okay.
Baking powder with vanilla flavoring inside.
Now this is an ingredient that with the vanilla that we get, or we used to actually sell in our store. They come in little packages.
Yeah.
And it's together, and actually you smell the vanilla in there without. So now, walk me through the steps. I've actually never made this.
Oh, that sounds good. You're going to dirty your hands?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good.
I'm going to do it.
That way I don't ruin my nails, because or else you got to pay for my nails.
No worries. Yeah.
Okay.
We have a big budget on this show. We got-
Okay, put your hands in it. Come on,
Start
start
now?
working. Yeah,
Okay.
crumple
So
it
I'm
up
just
real
breaking
good.
it up. Even if it's a
Right.
little dry, it's not a big deal.
No,
huh?
it's not a big deal
So
at all.
polenta is just cornmeal.
It's
and
cornmeal
Grandma
and
used
water, a little salt.
Grandma
That's
used to
it.
take the cornmeal. Now, use the fine cornmeal or the coarse? Did you
Well,
remember?
Grandma used the coarse. I
Coarse?
use the fine.
Use the fine. Use the instant.
Yeah, it's easier.
I
Doesn't
mean,
take a half an hour to cook.
Hours of.
Oh.
I remember she used to make me do it too. That's because I wouldn't eat all the other food that was around. So how much more do I need to break this up? Keep going. And then you put the lievito in. So it's one package.
It's one package of lievito bertolini, which, like I said, it's an Italian baking powder. But the thing is that if you don't have this, which is not easy to find, you get maybe a teaspoon of baking powder and a couple of drops of vanilla, just to give it that vanilla flavor into
Right.
it.
Now, if you use more of this, would it rise more, or because we don't really go with measurements, right?
I never went with measurements. All I know is one of these is mostly for that amount.
Okay.
And
Awesome. So what do I do next?
okay,
Do I
you
have
got
to
it
keep
good.
going?
All right.
I don't know how
You're
long
doing good.
Thanks, Mom.
Come on, mess it up like when you were small. You always wanted to dirty your hands.
Yeah, now I have.
Now
to do
you're
it for a
big and you're
living,
still.
yeah.
I'm going to do it. Yeah. That
So
sounds
and then
good.
now the flour is just gonna.
Hold it. Put it together.
It's almost like making a pizza dough or bread dough almost, right?
Something like that.
Right? That's
Okay.
basically where I'm just using.
Come on,
it.
you still got to try to make it into a ball.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Come
So
on.
no eggs, nothing like that, huh?
No. 'Cause
Really?
if it's too dry, we'll just add a little water. You think it's too dry, or you
I think it's a
fine?
little dry.
Oh, you think so?
What do I know? I told you
Okay,
I only
that's
eat
it.
this stuff.
Sometimes Grandma doesn't even put water in it,
Oh,
but it all
really?
depends on the polenta, because if it's a very fine and loose polenta, there's a lot of water in it. So you don't need much water. When it's drier, there's less water in it. So there you go. You're doing good.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to hear that a lot in the future. Yeah. So I
A
get
little
more
bit
flour?
more, yeah.
That's
just-
it? I would have put
that's
more
it.
flour. See, this is why I don't do this.
No,
anymore.
then you don't taste the polenta. You're going to taste all
So you
flour.
want the polenta to be the big flavor.
the big flavor of the whole.
The baking soda, baking powder. The baking powder. I keep getting those two mixed up. The baking powder is going to help this kind of rise, and give it some nice. Now, how long would it, if I made this?
and then you would have to let it rest a little bit. Give it that 10, 15 minutes of rest so the baking powder could work.
Kind of work. How about I go wash my hands? You grab the one that you made. I don't think I could do much more with
Okay,
that.
then you need to let it rest a little bit.
Keep going.
Okay, you gotta let it rest. So we're gonna use the marble is great to do this. I'm glad he didn't have a big wooden board on here.
You know, I'm gonna go sit
No,
out there
no,
and watch
no,
you,
come
yeah?
on, come on, baby, come
right.
on.
All right, so now basically
Now
we
you-
let
now
this
you-
is one we made earlier that we let rest.
Yeah,
And you want to get some flour. Is this
some
would I
flour.
roll, I
well,
roll
you
this
think
out?
of it. Yeah, roll it out. Put some
Do
flour.
I, would
in
I
it.
cut individual ones and roll them out, or should I?
If you want to. I mean,
You kind of
that's really up to you. You want to cut it in half and then do half, and then we'll fry the rest later. Yeah,
Let's do that.
he's got to be bossy, doesn't he?
Kind of.
Oh,
I'm okay
I
with
have
that.
to cope with that.
Well, you were making this with my daughter the other day.
Yes, we were. We were having a good time. She was eating a lot of it.
Yeah, she did.
She likes it.
she definitely does. Let me make sure that this is not going out too high. And then I want
That's
to get
it.
them nice and thin. Is that where I want to go?
Not too thin because then it'll be too dry.
Okay.
That's about it.
Right there?
That's it. Look at that. Oh,
Okay,
wow.
so that's our polenta, and then we'll just take a knife and cut kind of.
Oh, I was gonna say.
You don't like that.
But
Just kind of
goodness.
cut odd shapes.
Odd
from it.
shapes from it.
Doesn't matter what kind.
Nope. See, now you made it.
Yeah.
Make Grandma proud, right, Grandma?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was.
Say,
She was
Mamma
something
mia,
else.
Santo, no, son of a gun. That's her famous
Salabagan. Yeah, that's her
words.
famous. She didn't
Every
speak-
time the kids used to do something or she didn't like, she would yell at them, son of a gun.
Salabagan. That's she to kind of give you a little history of my family. My grandmother actually came over here when she was really young. She was
She was
born
5
in
years-
Italy.
Yeah, she came here
5.
when she was 5.
Right. She was
like
5
I
years
did.
old when she came here. And then she went back when she
Back.
was older. Not too much older.
Not too much older.
And then
I don't know how old she was when she went back, but she went back. My grandfather brought them back.
And then she had you, and when you were 5, you
I
ended up
came
in the
to
United States.
right, and
So she-
I went back.
Right. Born in Italy, my mom was, and she went back came to the United States when she was 5. You were here till you were about 15.
15.
And then went back and then had to do all her schooling all over again in Italy.
Yeah,
That was
that
rough.
was rough.
That was rough.
That wasn't fair, but it was rough.
And when you went back, when you were 18, you got married.
Ta-da!
And then, right. This was the best ingredient. With all the good ingredients, you come home with a good package. But then
Got married.
I was born there.
You were born there at Torino.
We came here when I was 2,
18 months.
18 months, and we never came back. Never went back.
Never went.
We went back for vacations. We
Oh,
spent
all
some
the time. My
nice
mother had a
summers, yeah.
house there, so when the kids were small, we went for the couple of months of the school vacation.
Yeah.
So that was good.
There were a couple of times actually, Alan and I went on our own,
Ugh.
and that was a little scary, huh?
yeah.
So now let's kind of come back to these. I mean,
Okay.
how fried do I want to get these?
Exactly like that.
Just
you
like
don't
that?
want them any burnt. See, it's swollen up a little bit
Yeah,
from the.
From the Levito?
Yeah,
Levito.
lievito. I don't know how to say lievito or baking powder.
Yeah, but
I
no,
like
but
lievito.
Levito makes sense because Levito, like levitate, would mean to rise.
To rise.
And that's exactly what the baking powder does. That's why we
Exactly.
call it Levito. So
And then, of course,
you need
after
some sugar.
sugar as soon as it comes off, because then that way the sugar melts on it, and if it gets too cold, then no, it's.
Oh, it's so good. Hold on. I need to have some. All right, listen. What we're going to do is we're going to fry up some more of these. That's really hot. We're going to fry up some more of these. No, that's mine. Don't take it away. We're going to fry up a couple of more of these. Then when we come back, we're going to finish the minestrone.
Okay.
We'll show 'em
no,
that.
pasta fagioli.
Pasta fagioli.
Mamma mia.
Thank you, Mom. And then we're going to make the bruschetta to dunk in the pasta fagioli. A
Exactly.
little bit of hot pepper and parmigiano to finish the pasta fagioli. Life is good. Don't go away. Mom and I, we're going to start eating and frying. And we'll
He's
be
going to
back.
start eating. I'll fry.
Okay, we'll be back in a culinary minute. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome back to A Culinary Journey. I was jumping off set because I was eating all the tortone.
And
Yes, they're all gone. See, everybody
All
get
gone.
that? All gone. Amazing.
Mikey ate it all.
Dad, you finish the show. I'm gonna keep eating.
No, give me some. I didn't have any.
Oh, you did? There you go. You can have the rest of mine.
Thank
Mom.
you.
All right. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, ready to go. That's what's great about cooking shows. You actually get to eat. So now we're going to make some bruschetta, right, Ma?
Yep.
I got a grill, nice and hot, but I'm not doing anything to it. I'm just putting the bread on the way it is.
Just the bread it is?
Don't oil it.
No, because then you get that flame and...
Right,
ugh.
because you don't want to do that. All we really want to do is toast
it
the
nice
bread.
and hot?
Right?
Are you doing the right thing?
It is now. No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I was doing the right thing at all today, to tell you the truth. All right, so let's recap what we did. And so, because we have this from yesterday, and we have this maltagliata pasta in there.
Yeah, explain about the maltagliata.
Oh, I thought you were going to explain about
No, you explain.
Okay. All right, so if we get a good shot of this, you can see we made the soup, right? We made the base of the soup. And in the soup, she also added some pasta. Now, in Italy, what they do is take all the little leftovers of the bags, and they actually sell a bag called maltagliata.
Exactly.
Which means just a bad cut, which is all these extra cuts. I think they just sweep them off of the pasta room floor, or just like these little extras.
Oh, look.
I don't know how it is, but it's good. It doesn't matter. So anyway, they take all these different cuts and you use them in something like pasta fagioli.
Right.
So you have some long cuts, you have some rigatoni, cracked up, all these extra pieces
All
that you
those
have.
little leftovers from the bottom
so
of...
you could actually see some from the bottom of your bag.
Yeah.
They're broken up a little bit.
There's spaghetti in there,
And
there's
you
linguine
almost-
in there and everything.
And you almost want to overcook the pasta a little bit, right?
Yeah,
you like
that's
that.
yeah, I like that. I like the flavor of that overcooked pasta. Usually in Italy, you don't, God forbid.
Yeah. It's the end of the world.
Yeah, overcooked pasta is the word. But in this soup, it's a meal in itself. So it's supposed to be hearty with the starch content of the pasta and the vegetables, because there is a lot of vegetables, and the beans, which is a protein. So it's a meal in itself.
Now, do you cook the pasta in there while the soup is going?
Yes, I do, because I need
Okay,
that
and
starch
that
to
starch
thicken
adds-
up the soup.
Perfect. So now that's important too. So while you're cooking that half hour through, after that half hour that we let it cook, we add the pasta.
Pasta.
Not only adds flavor, it adds starch, it adds everything we need, and then we just keep it like that in the next day. Now,
Next day is
sometimes does the pasta absorb a little too much?
I never noticed if it absorbs too much.
You just make sure you make a lot of soup, right?
Yeah, and
All
you
right.
could freeze it and reheat it, and it's still not. It's good. Like when I used to work and make the soup, I used to just put containers inside the freezer, and then when the kids came home or whatever, all we had to do was heat it up. So it
Right.
was. Ooh, that's getting along beautifully.
Yeah,
You're
no,
doing
this is-
something right.
Finally, it took the whole show. I'm grilling bread. I'm so scared. I don't want to do this anymore. I love you, Mom.
I love
All
you
right.
too.
So I'm just going to go home. All right. So I can't believe I'm cooking with you. I mean, think about all the years we've worked together, too.
And I can't believe that I'm looking at you cooking
watching me
instead
cook.
of vice versa.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Everybody needs a mom like this who cooks everything for her. So what are we making, Mom? What's the next thing I'm making?
Okay. Once the bread is nice and grilled.
Do you like the way it looks now, or do you like it a little more
looks really
grilled?
good. No, it really
You don't want it
I don't want
overgrilled.
it. I don't want it crunchy. It's
Yeah, just enough of a bite
Exactly.
and enough of a flavor, yeah?
okay.
All right.
Take your garlic so you could dirty your hands
No,
instead of mine.
don't worry, I'm there. I don't think you've done anything this show.
Don't squish it.
You don't want it squished. You want to leave it whole.
Yeah, because then it's hard
Ah, see? I learned something new right now. I thought you wanted it a little more open so you could get the oils out.
to. It comes out the oils from the middle there.
From the
somewhere.
This is a culinary journey with Morella. Let's just turn over the show now. All right,
Okay.
so then I'm going to take this off of here.
Yep.
What do I do next?
Take your garlic. I'll show you once.
Okay, you show me once.
Then you just rub it nice and hard here.
Can I use the one that I broke up? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
it's better you than me.
Okay.
Okay. Whew.
It's hot, huh?
It's hot, and you smell
Yeah.
that garlic.
Oh, yeah. It's just...
Just
'cause
imagine
the-
when you go home.
Yeah, thanks. So the heat kind of activates the garlic, so you just got to
Exactly.
rub it.
Rub it nice all over.
Now this
Don't
is
skip.
this is what I remember as a bruschetta as a kid. You know, sometimes
This is the real bruschetta.
Right.
Remember when we used to go to Perugia? We used to go to that place that made the bruschetta. I lost the garlic.
They made
Oh,
bruschetta.
no, I
there
didn't.
it goes. They made the bruschetta, and
made
they
the
also
bruschetta.
did this tartufo, the
There it
pasta
is.
with tartufo,
Yeah.
right? And the cinghiale,
You
the
missed
big
on some on
cinghiale.
this one, okay? Don't do it again.
Sorry, Mom.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
so are we good? What do
Yeah,
we need next
great.
on here?
Olive oil. Where is
Olive
it?
oil,
Right
there
here.
it is. And
No,
just
no,
drizzle it
you
over the
just
top.
drizzle it over.
No brushing or anything, just drizzle it over?
Absolutely not.
I'm so happy
And a
right
little
now.
salt.
Now you understand where this physique came from, right? I got to eat like this all the time. So yes. that's it.
Okay.
It's Body by
Let's get
Morella. There you go. All right. All right, so we get the soup in first, right, Mom?
Soup first.
Soup first.
Like that. A little broth.
A little broth.
Beautiful.
Is that good? I'll wipe the sides.
Yes,
So,
wipe
what I'm
the
going to do is I'm going to put it in here so people can see what we're going to plate up. Oh, it's such a mess working in this little spot.
Okay.
Feels like our old kitchen.
A dab of pesto in the middle.
A little pesto in the middle.
Now, hot pepper, whoever wants it.
I want
but-
hot
okay,
pepper.
she want
All
hot
right,
pepper.
yeah. You going to have
Parmigiano?
some soup or no?
Of course I am.
You are? I'm going to have to make you a plate.
Of course.
And then a little Parmigiano on
Parmigiano.
top.
And that
Voila.
beautiful olive oil, a little
Oh, yeah,
squirt,
olive oil. Very important.
and that's it.
That's all you need. I'm telling you, if this is in heaven, we're pretty close. I really think,
Yeah.
Mom. So, all right, I'm going to get Mom's dish ready. This was great. We did, well, we would have had dessert afterwards, but we ate it all before. So we're going to have that a little bit before. But
Wow,
this
that
is going
looks
to be
good.
yours. You don't want any,
No hot pepper for me, please.
no hot pepper for you. All right? All right. You know,
Yes,
sometimes the simplest things in life are the best.
Wow.
And you have been the most amazing
You like
inspiration.
that? Yeah, I
Yes,
love
and I
you.
love you very much.
A pleasure.
This was a blast. This was the ultimate culinary journey. They don't get much better to this
Oh, you can
than
have.
this.
No, I'll get
that's
you
mine.
yours.
Yeah,
I
thank
feel
you.
bad. I'll get you yours.
She'll always be my mom. All right, so we're going to have our soup. We're going to sign off, Mom. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. All right.
Buon
Salute.
appetito.
Buon appetito.
Grazie.
Prego. And thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time on A Culinary Journey.
Thank you. Good. Wow. Mix it with the pesto. Let's get this real, right?